Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the broadcast for September. Can you believe it's September?
Oh my goodness. We were just discussing how actually chilly it is here in Iowa.
Right?
When I woke up this morning, the temperature was 49.
Yes. It was 60 while I was driving here. I'm like, yay, fall.
Except that she has to wear a sweater now.
Right. It's so weird. Ever since the surgery, I'm like always freezing. In class in Rhode Island at the Swarovski headquarters when we had the training there, the second day I had to borrow a sweater from Gina because I was like, like, this has never happened to me before. It's so strange.
What the heck?
While we're giving people a few minutes to join us, please go ahead and reach down and click share and share the video to your page so that your fellow nail professionals can find us.
Seeing the hair got a lot of volume this morning.
Nice.
I'm from the 80s era. You know, we had to have volume.
Right. It's
But
kind
I
of important.
keep trying to tell the girls that I work with when they go to style and it's kind of slick. I'm like, 80s volume. Oh, look at all the ladies joining. So I have Crystal, I have Diane and Mary. Mary is going to be joining us very shortly. We're excited about that. Nina Dawn. Hello, ladies.
Hey.
Glad we got to talk to you last month. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, the Foot Forward Summit was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes, it was. I can't wait till
And
next year.
it was so cool to have so much information and so many different people from a different category of the industry.
Yes.
Like feet, I never realized how much feet are overlooked until we were like just submerged in it.
Yes.
It was crazy. All right, I shared it to my page. Now I'm sharing it to my other page.
Yep. Done that.
Right? Have you all already shared it?
Please share.
Yes.
Please.
There it went on my timeline.
Oh. Diane Diaz, who, she's in, I believe she's Chicago area.
Yeah, she hasn't seen our logo
Yes.
yet. Look, Diane. We unveiled our logo at Foot Forward Summit last month, and so now the show, that our monthly broadcast, has an official name. It's Nail On with Holly and Mel, and this is our official logo. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to make this big on my computer so I can see the comments with you. Oh, we get loves for the logo. That makes me feel so good.
Yay!
Hey.
Okay, should we tell them the story briefly again in case they didn't watch last month?
Yes, you should totally tell them the story,
Okay.
and I'm going to go grab Mary on split screen.
Okay. So, if you would recall, Holly and I just started doing these broadcasts in March of this year. She started talking to me in January to see if I wanted to do some Facebook Live broadcasts, and my first reaction was, no. But we have so much fun now. I'm so glad I said yes. But it was after our second broadcast in April, I texted her a couple days later. I said, you know what? It just dawned on me. We are the Wayne's World of the nails world. Now, for you millennials, you may not remember this, but Saturday Night Live used to have a skit called Wayne's World, and they ended up making it into a couple of movies. And the premise of the show was Wayne had a... I'm now sideways.
Oh, sorry. Are you back?
We'll see. Wayne had a public access TV show out of his basement. Well, since that is similar to our broadcasts... Oh, I'm still sideways. That's right, party on! So since Wayne and Garth do... Oh, still sideways.
What the heck?
I thought we should go with Nail On.
Alright, it says it's adding Mary. See if when it adds Mary, if it goes back
Okay.
to being... No! It kept her sideways. Who's sideways?
Hey, we're back! I gotta pull myself up here. So sorry for the technical difficulties. You know, live broadcasts, all that good fun stuff. If you're joining us again, thank you very much. We were having a problem with the phone doing its correct orientation. Now I'm sharing again. Share and share. And
please go ahead and share the new broadcast on your channels as well.
yes, thank you. Sorry we had to disconnect and start over again. Oh, we're getting some of our familiar names back. Thank you very much. Mary Chia is going to be joining us here very shortly. Thank you for your patience, Mary. She says hi. Nina's back. Diane's back.
And are you now going the correct direction?
I am. I appear to be.
All right, while I am fetching Mary and getting everything tweaked back the way it's supposed to be, do you want to get them started on some information?
All right, so if you have tuned in with us today, hopefully you know that we are going to be covering how to promote yourself on social media. Holly and I have been kind of making it up as we go here, and we've been having a lot of fun in the learning curve. But for those of you nail professionals that would just like to promote yourself for your services, help get new clients, bring awareness to your salon, for you today that will help with that. While we're getting Mary brought up here, I have a few statistics, because if you've watched very many of our broadcasts before, you know I'm an analytical brain and loves to do the research. So there's Mary. Hi, Mary. Oh, look at that great purple hair.
Thanks.
Okay, so the two social media platforms we are going to be focusing on today. I'm going to have to scoot it in here so we can both squeeze into the frame. Peek. We're going to be focusing on Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two that most people are familiar with. And just a few statistics that I found. Facebook started in 2004, is still currently going, as we know. I don't have the exact statistics on this, but I saw one time that said the number of users on Facebook, if it would be considered a country, would be the third most populated country in the world, behind China and India.
That's insane.
Yeah. So your users on Facebook are ages 30 to 49. I don't know why they stopped at 49, because some of us are 50 and up.
Right?
Right? The percentage of the split is 62% female on that and 38% male. On Instagram, it started in 2010 to current, and their users are 18 to 29 on average. So depending on the demographic or the people that you're looking for, you're going to want to keep in mind those kind of age ranges. 30% of people on social media find their new beauty trends on the Instagram Explore tab. You know, that's definitely we want to be taking advantage of that 30%.
For sure. And definitely using the hashtags to make sure we show up.
Yes. Yes, hashtags. We're going to get into that. That's very important. Some people think, well, hashtags are annoying. There's actually a science behind it, and it's very interesting once you learn it. On Instagram, your split is 60% female and 40% male. On average, the human attention span is only about 8 seconds.
I am shocked.
Right? However, on social media, you have 2 seconds to get their attention. So your picture and your caption and your content become very, very important. You want to get their attention like that. 60% of Instagram users say have learned about new services or product on Instagram. So there's a huge number that you want to be, if you want your clients to know about coming in and getting whatever your newest pedicure is, whatever your newest nail art technique is, that's what place they can go find it. And
I just have to say just there, I'm a total, I'm addicted to Instagram shopping. That was really hard to get out, but there it is. Yeah, so it's totally true.
It's like, this is a safe area where my name is Melissa and I'm on Instagram shopping too. Safe space. And millennials are 250% more likely to be influenced by blogs and social media when it comes to selecting a product or service. That is huge.
And that's the next generation of our clientele.
Yes. So the top two social platforms for the Gen X and the millennials, who are really have started changing the way retail is done and how services are done, your top two you want to focus on Facebook and Instagram. We learned in April that what's up and coming is the experience generation. The millennials especially are not, they're not necessarily as interested in getting the house and getting the new car. They're gonna go with live in the apartment and driving the older car so they can have more experiences. So we want to try and connect with them and see how they can come into the salon and get an experience with their services. It's not just a pedicure. You know, it's not just getting your nails done. You want to give them an experience.
For sure. And even something as basic as having the front desk staff know the difference between the services, so that they're not calling in and saying, well, what's the difference between the basic pedicure and the spa pedicure? And the staff says $20. That's my.
And in that case, well, I'll just take the basic.
Right. That's the only difference. But if it's actually a longer experience. It's actually a longer experience, and you're going to enjoy a deeper exfoliation with an extended massage.
Yes.
Well, then I don't even care how much extra it is. Book me in
Done that
the
one.
spa service. Right. Hello. So definitely, and I think we could probably do a whole entire show on the difference between a service and an experience. Maybe we should slate that in for next year.
Yes, we're looking into ideas for next year. I have an idea for January, but maybe we could do that for February.
Yeah. You guys shoot us some comments or some thumbs up and let us know if that would interest you as a show idea.
All right. Now, to our special guest, you see split screen with us with the fabulous purple hair, my favorite color. This would be Mary Chia.
Hello.
Hello.
Some great social media tips and tricks with you all. And I'm going to post her Instagram and Facebook links in the comments for you, because you'll find that Mary offers social media tips on a very regular basis.
Oh, very much. She helps offer social media tips to all the CND educators also. All the education.
It's a solution. It's not a problem. So I love sharing about it. It's really fun. And like talking about, creating experiences in the salon. I mean, social media is a really big part of that. And it's a really cool kind of like not sneaky in a bad way, but it's kind of a sneaky, cool little way to start building, like your clientele by offering the experience on your social media. Because a lot of people, they're used to just scroll, double tap, just like what you were talking about with the 2 seconds to get the attention. But if you can start to create an experience with your images and your videos and your captions, like I'm a big fan of captions, because really, like, that's where you're going to start sweet talking your clients, right?
Exactly.
I mean, sure, this picture of this nail art is really great or something like that, and that's totally what I want in my next salon. But like, what if I'm already getting really nerdy? I just totally is that okay?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so like I'm already getting really nerdy because it's really fun. But like, if maybe like a DIYer or something like that is like looking at you, she likes your nail art tips or your nail art styles that you post or something like that. And then, say she starts following you. And what if she's local, It might not even occur to her that she could actually come see you as a client unless you actually tell her what the experience is like. Something, convincing her to stop the DIY, even though that's kind of fun, and then actually come and get like a professional experience. So everything works together. The hashtags, the image, the videos, and the captions, all of that creates the experience. And it really primes your audience to come in and become your next client.
For sure. And with the DIY, if they still prefer to do their own design work or application, getting them in for a monthly manicure so that their cuticle work is done to a professional extent will make their DIY manicure look better.
Totally. It's so fun.
All right, Mary, what was the next thing? I see we wanted to talk about the whys, and we are all entrepreneurs. Do you want to start with that?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, don't sleep on using social media for business building, because, and it doesn't matter like if you're an employee in a commission salon or if you are a booth renter or a salon suites owner, all of us really are entrepreneurs because we have to build our own clientele. Like, we can't just sit there and expect people to come and fill our seats. And even, by some miracle, if that happens, that's great. Like, you have a funnel of like a line of people waiting for you, fresh out of school or fresh in a new city or something like that. That would be awesome. But you have to be able to keep those clients.
Pay the
And
salon on the route.
There's an idea.
yeah. And so social media is a really great way to do that, to both grow your business and to maintain your business. Because number one, your ideal client is definitely on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook. Just like Mel was saying before, if everybody on Facebook lived in a country, that's a lot of people. And especially for Gen Xers and millennials, like Holly said, it's the next generation of our clientele, right? So everybody is on social media, and your ideal client is definitely there. Enough clients for everybody to have full books. Okay.
Yes.
And it's also really good. Like, social media is great for long-term business building, long-term growth, because sometimes, well, you've heard, right? Like, it takes about 7 exposures to a brand or a product before, somebody is even like, oh, I think I heard about like this chick named FingerNailFixer,
Right.
like, yeah, I think I should probably pay a little bit more attention, right? And so that might feel like a lot to do for somebody. Like, it might feel like a lot to ask somebody face to face 7 times, be like, hey, do you want to come in for a manicure? Hey, do you want to come in for a manicure? Like, one of my clients is a personal trainer, and she has been asking me for like a year to come and work out with her every 2 weeks, so 26 times. Yeah, she asked me 26 times before I even like kind of considered it, right? So
They know.
right. And so, social media is a great way to like nurture those new clients, just like what we were talking about before, maybe a local DIYer who starts to follow you, or using, even other more local, more locally based, applications. So like Nextdoor, but you can like post to your Facebook from there. And a lot of communities also have, their little local Facebook pages as well. So finding clients, like ideal clients, qualified clients who will pay you for your work and who like your work and want that experience that you're offering. But it's also really, really good to nurture existing clients with social media. So I have a Facebook page for my salon, and for a long time I didn't do anything with it at all, because I was like, I am booked to capacity, right? So why would I want to try and get new clients, right? But then when we brought in a new nail professional, and I started kind of coaching her on the social media aspect of things, what I noticed was that our existing followers and our existing clients really, really loved hearing from us.
Yes.
So, and actually, like, we do nail art kind of like all day, right? But there were some clients who were like, I didn't even know you offered that. And I'm like, oh, okay. We get caught up in our own little world. So letting our clients know, this is the scope of what we do. Maybe they don't want nail art, or maybe they only get pedicures, but they can refer their friends to you when they see that you offer that experience.
I've noticed my clients, when I use their nails on my social media, they love going, "Oh, that's my nails."
Yes, mine.
Yes.
And they're like, I saw that I was featured.
Yes, totally. Again, it's like another layer of the salon experience, right? They get to see themselves and feel good about themselves and think about you in that time between appointments.
Yep.
Super important. And you don't even have to do anything else. You know, it's not even extra time where you have to be like, hey girl, how are you? Are you loving your nails? Which is a great idea, right? But when you have full books, sometimes you forget.
Right.
Yeah. So um, social media is great for all of that stuff, for letting new clients find you, for inspiring them. It's a great way to keep in touch with your clientele as well, like to let them know if you're going on vacation, hurry up and book, or of last minute cancellation.
Oh, we lost audio.
Uh-oh. Mary, your sound went out. Oh, now our screen went out.
Yes.
So while we're waiting for Mary to come back, as she mentioned, cancellations are really handy to fill in on social media. I have definitely that I had someone cancel. It's been less than 24 hours notice. And if you'll fill in their spot, then I'll upgrade your design service. So that is definitely one way to make sure that you're not losing money because you're sitting with the spot empty. And then the fee that your client has to pay within less than 24 hours covers the cost of that upgrade for the client that fills it in for you. I'm going to pop back around and add Mary again.
Okay.
What's happening to us? Is it doing it on your screen?
It froze. Looks as though we're experiencing technical difficulties again, in case you can hear me. I don't know if we're just... There's Mary. She's popped on.
She's back.
Yes, so the comment came on.
Can we hear her yet?
I cannot. And I'm frozen.
I'm connected to the internet, so...
So we know it's not that this time.
If you refresh, are we still there?
I did.
Facebook is just in a mood today.
Apparently it is. Mary says her phone is overheated.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. I'm still
Can I
showing
get out
us
of
this
that?
crazy pixelated.
And I'm still showing it's frozen, but I'm still seeing...
Okay, so Joella says, I can hear you, there's just no picture. So we'll give it a couple minutes to do its thing picture-wise and see if it stops misbehaving. And we will chat with you about social media.
Yes.
Does that work?
That works. And in the meantime, while you're just listening to us, do you have any questions for us? Is there any specific social media thing that frustrates you? Do you understand how hashtags work? Would you like to explain kind of the science behind that? I mean, what can we answer for you, since we're more like a podcast right now?
Right. While we're working the podcast angle, oh no, Morgan says she has no sound.
Or video.
Okay.
Did you refresh your...
I did refresh mine. Morgan, can you hear Mel and I? I know that we lost Mary. Her phone overheated. But I think Mel and I still have sound. The video is just acting up at the moment. It's misbehaving.
Go out of this and see what we can do. Do you have any questions so far?
I'm not seeing any questions yet. Okay, Phyllis
Phil
says
says
she
we have-
has some.
okay.
All right. On social media. And while we're waiting for you to type in some of your questions, we'll kind of talk about hashtags. A hashtag is one of those little things that looks like a pound sign. It's what we used to call the pound sign.
So yeah, if you're old school, it was the pound sign.
Right. And so
there we go, hashtags and how they work.
Yes, using a hashtag is basically like creating a private album on social media. So if you were to click on a hashtag that you see in the broadcast, for example, when we go off the broadcast, if you click in the caption for this on the hashtag Nails Magazine or the hashtag Nail On, any of the hashtags in our caption, then you will find that it takes you to all of the posts that you have utilized that hashtag. Therefore, if someone clicks on your hashtag in one of your captions, it will bring up all of the posts that you've used that hashtag on. For example, let's say that you work at Salon A. If you hashtag Salon A in every single photo of your work that you post, when someone clicks on Salon A, they have a digital portfolio of your work.
Can I give another?
Absolutely.
Another
I'm going to see if I can bring Mary in while you are adding on to the hashtag conversation.
Another analogy that I came up with to help explain this to somebody was, you know, when you go onto Facebook and you can tag a person. So say I post a picture of Holly and I want her to know that she's on my Facebook. I tag her as Holly or as FingerNailFixer, and it'll show up in her notifications. It'll show up on her timeline that, you know, Mel has tagged you in a picture. So a hashtag is a way of tagging a subject. So if you wanted to share whatever subject it is you want to talk about, you create that hashtag. And hashtags can be anything you create. There is no rules as to what it has to be, just that it needs to be something that people are going to remember and remember to use. Like hashtag nail on or hashtag FingerNailFixer. That is how Holly tags herself in posts, or how we tag ourselves in Instagram or Facebook, so you can go find our other posts. And it can be anything. Like I know one I've seen popular is on Instagram is hashtag cats of Instagram. Or it can be something extremely silly, like hashtag funny. It can be anything you create it to be. You just need to make sure your clients or your other people on social media know to look for it. And Mary, if you can hear us, we're working on you.
And then there was another social media question in there up just a little ways. Let me see it.
See, how do you get started on social media to build up clients? That is definitely what we're going to be getting here too.
All right, it says, let me add Mary. Yay, there she is.
Hello.
Looks like I've got video back on Holly's computer.
I'm going to leave Mary sideways if we can get everything else to work.
Yes. Oh, how about this? Is that better?
Nope. Yeah, the hashtag is extremely important. You should definitely start using a hashtag every time you post something that is relevant to your salon service. And then, Mary, while you were gone, we had a question about how to start social media to build up your clientele.
Yes.
So starting out?
There, at least she's orientated, right?
Okay, so can you hear me?
We can't see
That's
Holly.
all right. We don't need to see me.
Oh, stop.
We just need information on making social media work for us.
That's right. We
Okay.
see Mary. Great.
All right, so we're starting from the beginning, right? We're talking about using social media to start building a business and how to start doing that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, first off, you definitely have to have a profile, right? So if you're here, so you have a personal profile on Facebook, but what you want to do is start a business page. So that is different from a regular profile because people can like you, they like your page and then they follow your page, so they get your news, but you don't have to like be friends with them. And the benefit of this is that you get insights, so you get to see where people are looking at your stuff from, and you get to see all, even like the age, it breaks down gender, it breaks down what times of day that people will look at your content, so you can tailor your content to the people who are looking at it, i.e. your potential and ideal clients. Okay.
Oh no. We lost sound with you again, Mary. Oh, and there she froze.
Oh my goodness, people, we are so sorry. We don't know what the issues are. We don't know if this is Facebook based. As far as I know, my Wi-Fi is working here, and we seem to be able to get everything else. Can you guys hear us?
Right.
Morgan, if you can hear us, yes, we're with you. Why?
Oh, there we are.
Are you back? Okay, you're back. I'm not back yet.
Okay. So let's go ahead and continue how you can use social media to build your clientele. One of the ways that I have used it personally is to reward clients for tagging themselves in things that I have posted. Because Facebook has really limited what pages can do, because now they want you to pay for things. They want you to buy the promotion and create the ad and all of that fun stuff. And so your way to work around that is to let your followers put you out there. And giving them the option to, tag themselves or share their nails when you post them, or nails that they like that you've done, you can reward them for that. And we always encourage people not to offer discounts, but you can definitely do an upsell or an upgrade to the service. And my favorite is to upgrade their nail design to the next level. So if they normally get an accent nail, maybe we go from an accent nail to a basic full set design. Or if they normally do a basic full set design, maybe we take that up a step to a medium level full set design. And in not charging them for that, you can keep that cataloged, because that becomes now a marketing expense, because it's something you're essentially kind of paying for advertising, because you're rewarding them for sharing that on their own page. And in their sharing it, all of their friends are exposed to your salon. And you generally want to attract people that are like your clients, because hopefully you love your clients, right? Like, I love my clients.
Me too.
And so I definitely want to attract people like them, which means it benefits me when they share or tag themselves so that their friends see my work. How do you like to use social media? I know I love seeing the posts of your clients' work, and you're really good about using a step and repeat background.
I like to make sure that I show exactly which product. I like the step and repeat. If you notice, you follow my pictures on Instagram or Facebook, I have the C&D background, and I'm very faithful at making sure and I have used, the shellac as the base. I use that as to let people, like my followers, know that is what I'm using. And my clients, they really they love getting their pictures, knowing that those are on there. They like being able to see what other designs I am doing. You mentioned the accent nail. I call that the gateway nail.
Right.
Kind of like your gateway drug. Let me give you a little bit of a taste on just the accent nail, and then hopefully they would want to come back for more, or my clients might see that, oh, I saw you did this on Holly the other day. Can I have that too?
Exactly.
Like, those are great ways to promote it on your social media. Like, just my favorite thing to promote is the nail art.
No worries. Hello again.
Hello again. Hopefully, third time's a charm.
Right. We're going to try this again. And since the split screen seems to be what is interfering with the broadcast, we're going to try reading Mary's comments. As soon as I can find the broadcast to pull it up.
Right.
That way we can still get some information and advice from Mary, because she has a plethora of information.
Oh, yes.
Alright. Now it's up. Looks like a bunch of our viewers have made it back. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us through all this technical difficulty. This has been just the craziest morning. And it kind of is really good for you to know that this can happen when you do things on social media. So it's always good to kind of have a plan B, like going ahead and discussing social media while the video was out, asking your viewers if they'd rather you refresh and try again, or what is working and what's not working. And while we were refreshing the app and restarting everything, we discussed, would you like us to cover social media additionally again on another month? Or would you prefer like a blog with some social media information? How would you like us to make this up to you?
Yes.
Because we definitely want to do that.
Yes.
Alright, now I see us in the broadcast. We've joined it. Yay!
Yay!
We're here! Oh my goodness. Alright, so we switched apps, so hopefully if it was an app issue, this will fix the app issue. And yes, hopefully third time is a charm.
And thank you for those of you that are sticking with us.
Yes. I'm going to repost the links to Mary's social media in the comments, because she posts a lot of great social media information at no charge in her social media. She also occasionally does social media classes digitally that you can take online. So I want to make sure that everybody knows how to find and follow her.
Yes, and she will send you regular emails. I'm on her email list that I get regular emails to talk about promoting yourself.
Yes. So she has a lot of great information on promoting yourself on social media. And then we're going to, sure, we'd be happy to schedule another live to do social media. We'll compare calendars before I leave here today, and we'll set up a bonus broadcast just to cover social media again.
Yes.
All right. So hit us with your questions concerning social media. What are you struggling with when it comes to Facebook and Instagram? Or how can we help you better understand how to use Facebook and Instagram? I know one of the things that Mary talks about a lot is a content calendar. And it's something that I do for my social media clients as well, is help them establish a calendar of posting. For example, on day 3 of every month, posting this type of content. Day 4, this type of content. Establishing, do you want to post every day? Would you prefer to post every other day, every third day, etc.? And basically creating kind of an outline for yourself, because it's less stressful if you know what's coming. Especially for planner people. They like an outline of things to do for some crazy reason. And
Heaven forbid you have a plan.
Right. When you could just wing it.
Hashtag chaos.
Exactly. And so having that outline just takes the stress out of social media. If you know that you're going to post a French manicure on Thursday, chances are better you're going to remember to take some pictures of French manicures between now and Thursday. Do you use a content calendar or something similar for your posts, or are you pretty good about just consistently posting?
On that case, I kind of wing it.
I am shocked! Oh my gosh! BFFmel wings something!
Yes.
I'm so shocked right now. Like, it's a good thing I'm sitting down or I'd fall over.
Okay, my theory on that is I don't want to flood my own social media if I don't have actually something really good to say or something really good to share. Like we have, you have Tutorial Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You plan that out. That's fabulous. There's like Winnie. Winnie has Winnie Wednesday, and she plans that out. That is fabulous. In that case, I'm not that good of a planner, so I don't want to put something out, say, Mel Monday, but if I don't have anything really good to say, I don't want it to be like, I want to wait till I've got that really good picture of something to share or that really important thing to say. So there are two different schools of thought that way, and how the rest of the way I live my life, that does not fit into the plan, but that seems to work so far. I guess I would rather make the content more important and more valuable than just have it being,
Morgan has the perfect hashtag. You should love that one. Yay!
Okay. Yes, Morgan, yes.
Good hashtag.
I agree. And see, perfect example of you can create a hashtag anything you want it to be.
Yes, very much
Thank you, Morgan.
All right, Mary. What is your next slice of advice for us? And while Mary is typing that up, what can we...
I'm texting her the
else
question,
can we
too,
cover?
just to make sure this is what
Oh,
she asked for.
perfect.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm trying to think what would be... Okay, so bios. It's really important that you actually fill out the bio section on your social media. Whether it is your Instagram or your Facebook page, that bio section is extremely important. What were some of the tips? I know that you have spoken with Social House for some tips on your Instagram bio. What were some of the things that really helped you in that discussion?
So they went on when we saw them in LA in April, and Norel from Social House was absolutely fabulous. She made everybody that she talked to feel like they really mattered, which can transfer over to social media too, making the people that you are addressing feel like they really matter. Mm-hmm. So she went on and helped give my my Instagram and my bio a little bit more pizzazz, and she's like, you should do this, you should add this. So I added little icons to it. I put things like, so I'm C&D Education Ambassador, okay? Co-host Nail On. I'm a guest blogger for Nails Magazine under this one. But I also said I am the mother of Finches. That's what my children call me. If you're a Game of Thrones fan, you'll kind of get the reference. Mother of Finches instead of Mother of Dragons. And then I included in there the hashtags that I use. I'm hashtag BFFmel. We use hashtag Nail On. So you want to give your bio a reason for people to want to follow you. If it was like, I do nail art, yay.
Right, so does every other nail person in their bio.
So why should I follow you for your nail art? Why should I follow you for your content? Well, this is what makes me an individual. This is where you want to shine and be like, I am all that, and this is why.
Yes. And you definitely want to include a link to your website, whether it is your salon Facebook page or it is your actual website. You want to have that link that drives traffic to your other social media in addition to your Instagram page.
And Mary says in your bio, in case you don't see these comments, Mary says in your bio, include what's special about your salon experience. Like if you've been watching us all morning so far, we talked about how making it an experience for people. So if you're trying to attract clients to you, what makes your experience different? Mm-hmm. And your bio should be written out of your clients.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, I can't see all of it. Sorry.
Your bio should be written out for your clients.
Yes.
You're talking about yourself, but it's really about your ideal client. So think about who you want to draw to your social media when you write your bio. Our bios are duly written for salon clients in addition to the nail professional, because we want to attract nail professionals to help them in addition to clients in the salon.
Yes.
So our directive is for two groups of people when we write that bio. If your directive is to your salon client, then you want that bio to speak to that ideal salon client. It's really important that the things you mention about yourself are relevant to your salon experience.
Like you may want to say, make somebody understand that they can come in for a speedy and an express service. You know, I have lunchtime spots available, or also that client that wants to come in and do the relaxation and be there for an hour and a half, or like a gal I had on Saturday was 3.5 hours to do her fingers and her toes, and that is her escape. So let your clients know what kind of experience they can expect too, on both sides. So you don't just cater to one side or the other.
Exactly. I think I would definitely be intrigued to look more into someone's salon information if it said offering escape from reality.
Yes.
Like, that would be totally something that interested me.
Yes.
From Mary, what questions do you need to know before your clients commit to becoming a client? Craft your bio and your posts to that information so that you're speaking to them about things they would need to know. For example, are you available by appointment only? Do you have regular hours? And as far as collecting content, oh, she's not done with that thought, so we'll let her finish that thought before we read it. And for that bio on Facebook, Facebook geolocates. So if someone were to type in nails, the salons that are going to pop up have been geolocated. This means it's really important to include your physical salon address in your Facebook bio on your business page. Not as part of the bio itself, but in there where it asks for the salon address. Filling out each of those little blanks, I guess you would call it, for the different things that Facebook asks you about your page in the about.
Information opportunities.
Boom. This is why we work. So using each of those information opportunities on your Facebook business page really is a huge benefit, because Facebook has designed their algorithms to make that work for you. And that geolocation, when they search nails or salon, is going to make you pop up if that person is in your area.
Let's see if this let me see it or not. Okay. Mary says, as far as collecting content, start taking photos of every client now. Even if you don't like the photo, it'll help you improve your skills, but don't be too hard on yourself. You're highlighting the experience, not just your nail art. That is excellent, because also a good way to see how you grow. I've had clients that have been with me since before I went to boot camp to become an educator, and they've made comments like, you know, I can really tell a difference in how your skills have evolved and developed.
And it's also interesting to look back at your posts from a year ago, 5 years ago, and be like, oh man, I can't believe I posted that.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I did that.
And in the moment, you were proud of it, which is what's important. Your clients are proud of their nails. So even if you can see mistakes, it doesn't mean that your clients see the mistakes. They're very proud of the nails that you did for them. And to discount that by not posting it because you don't feel like it's perfect enough is insulting to your clientele. Like, that would hurt my feelings. She doesn't think my nails are good enough.
She didn't like my idea enough to put it up on her Instagram.
Right. Yeah. So posting those pictures, in spite of what you see as imperfections, is really important. Because it's not only about featuring that service and that experience for that client, it's also about being human. No one wants to go to a robot. Well, I don't think they do.
No.
Yeah.
Mary also says, and again, post about what makes your salon experience special. Post your sexy space, your escape from reality, your quirky decor, etc. Holly has been to my salon a number of times where I work full-time to get services, and one of the things that makes my particular workspace unique is the view out my windows. I literally have the corner office with windows banked on both sides, and out to my one side is a pond with, in the spring we have little goslings, we have ducks, there's a fountain out there, and just the decor of sitting there getting your pedicure and what you get to look at Granted, it can make you feel a little chilly when it's all absolutely iced over. But it's open, it's lots of sunshine,
Mm-hmm.
it's a nice relaxing atmosphere. Our pedicure room is clear at the backside of the salon, so if nobody wants to be seen,
Mm-hmm.
like your male clients that are just a little bit worried about, I don't want those women to see me, nobody can see them when they're sitting back in there, post about that, how you've got that special space.
Mm-hmm. Some privacy.
Yes.
Absolutely. Also,
thank you, Mary. I just work there. It was all set up for me.
Right. Another thing is I suppose it's one of my quirky things. I love clever salon bathrooms, especially the small spaces that they've really done something cool with it and customized it as part of the salon. Because nothing is more of a letdown, let's say, when you go into this beautiful salon and then you go into the restroom and it's not tidy, it's not clean, and it's not cute. Like,
No.
I love when they add that personality stamp onto the bathroom. And that's absolutely something you can post. Because think about places that you've gone to that have a clean restroom or a dirty restroom. And how does that make you feel about that space, regardless of what everything else looks like outside of the restroom?
I have a great example for that. Last month when we were in Atlanta, we got to go to Kim Jones' salon,
Yes.
the Nail Society. She is in a historic area of Beaufort, Georgia, and the building they were in, I believe, built in like the late 1800s. She's got original exposed brick in there, but she has 600 square feet in her salon. So when you head to the back, her bathroom is literally, it's up a step.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much bigger than, say, maybe an outhouse would be, but it is so thoughtfully designed.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of space, but she's got something on every wall. She's got something on the doors. It just has this eclectic little feel, even though you're in a space about this big.
Right.
It still has a great feel to it. She's got these clever sayings. The sink actually has to be outside the restroom and
Mm-hmm.
in another section, but you don't feel like you're in this shoddy little space. You're in a crafted space.
Yes. And it does add to your experience. I love it. Another bit from Mary. Can you see all of that one? Do you want to catch that one?
I can. Yes. Mary says use captions to. I can't read that because now it's moved up. Use captions to set you apart and highlight your special sauce. It's really the only way to introduce yourself and someone convince them to come see you.
So this is going back to captions. Nothing is more frustrating than when someone posts a photo and it's just the photo. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they posted it.
I know, that's frustrating.
Something. Yeah, like, give me something. Tell me why you did this. You know, was this for a wedding? Was this just a fun color the client picked out?
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. But you don't want the picture to do all the talking for you. You want to include your own voice in the caption.
Exactly. And as a client, if I'm looking at your photos, I want to know what type of service I need to ask for to get nails that look like that. So it's always a good idea to include a little bit of information in your caption about what's going on in the photo, in addition to kind of branding it with your own personal words so that your clients see what your voice is. And your social voice is a lot of times like your salon voice, and they want to kind of get a feel for the type of person you are, and they can do that through your captions.
Okay, Mary also says, show your personality and what it's like to be your client. If my client could tell you stories.
Right.
Oh my goodness. This would also help weed out the non-ideal clients because you don't want those.
Exactly.
And Mary says it's like going on a date for the free food and not wanting to know about the person.
That's awful.
I'm just here for the food.
Like, I just want you to buy me dinner.
Yeah, you want them to show your personality. Do you, one of the things my clients tell me every year in my Christmas cards, I get this every year, I love our conversations because we have such eclectic and interesting, I can talk on just about any topic across the board. So let people know that you've got that, eclectic way of going about you. You're not, well, most of the time I may be OCD. I do have that slice of chaos in my life too, that I can do both. Talk about how you as an individual, what do you bring to the table, your nail table?
Absolutely. We would like to know if you have some ideas of things that have worked for you on social media. What is working for you? What is not working for you? And pop that into the comments so that we can share with each other. I find that what doesn't work for me is the promotions. It feels like when I'm looking at, Facebook actually gives you the statistics or the insights of the photo. And what it tells me is my organic reach, people that would have seen anyway, versus my paid reach. My organic reach is always better than my paid reach. So I don't feel like it's beneficial to pay for the promotion.
I have never actually paid for a promotion. All my likes and all my followers on either side of the social media are all the organic ones you attract on your own.
And I feel like by sharing the content, having your clients share, or if their friends should share, that your post is seen by far more people than doing the promotions. So I personally wouldn't recommend doing the potions. Some advice from Mary. If you're just starting out, schedule your posts. Consistency will continue to nurture new clients and existing relationships. It will train your audience so they know what to expect from you and they'll start looking for you. You also can communicate important changes like vacation and retail sales. And don't use promotions. You can only get actual clients with targeted ads. And she can talk ads.
And now she's nerding out, she says, because she loves talking about this stuff.
Yes. So if you would like to learn more about targeting the ads so that it is more specifically to gaining clientele versus just clicking that broad promote button, definitely follow Mary and get in touch with her on things like that. Mary, what can you tell us about the social media classes that you do online? Are those set to a specific schedule, or do you put them up as events on your Facebook page when you book one out? And then, did I miss any comments on ideas? No. So what has worked for all of you on social media and what's not working? We'd love to see that. And then earlier, Morgan requested a bonus broadcast that covers social media so that we can get this in a little more in depth and get in the information that we plan to get in from Mary. If you guys could just throw up thumbs up or hearts or the laughing face from all the technical difficulty so that we know that is something you would like, then we'll make sure we carve out time to do a bonus broadcast.
And while you're working on that, I pointed out to Holly something that I found a few days ago on somebody's Instagram. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the company Bundle Monster that sells nail art products. Now they have changed their name to Maniology.
Which is so clever.
Yes.
And I love their stamping plates.
Yes. So their Instagram is called Hello Maniology. And as I was scrolling through, looking at their posts, starting back at the end of July, they did a series of 6 photos. They posted one a day for 6 days, and each individual photo had its own individual content. There are stamping plates here from their post. But what happened is by the time they posted all 6 of these photos, it actually created a block picture collage. I'm going to try and flip this so they can see this. Okay. I don't know how well you can see this. You can see all 6 of those photos actually created one large photo.
Now they can see it really good.
And I loved how visually that was so eye-catching that I had to actually do a double take. It was like, did they just post one large picture? But when I went in and looked at it, they actually posted 6 days in a row, and they planned it so it would be blocked together. is, every time you post a picture, it shows up in the top left corner and it drops the next one down and the next one down and so on. So creating that block was very very visually interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My only question would be is, how do I take a picture and cut it into 6 little individual blocks so it lines up perfectly like that? I will have to I'll have to investigate to see what kind of social media or app they used to create that.
Because I imagine you could use a collage app and then crop all the pieces, but that would be complicated.
That's what I was thinking. I thought about cropping, but you'd have to be like exact in, okay, did I get this line or this lined up? And that's where my OCD would be like, no. Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine it's a puzzle app of some sort.
Okay.
Nice. All right. From Mary, what works, including what products and shades are featured in the look? I usually try to mention what medium I used along with what colors.
Yes.
And it's so helpful when other nail professionals do that and my client brings in a picture and is like, can you do this? And it's like, well,
I don't know what, like if I used, I think my favorite, I don't think I know, my favorite line of nail art products is from Wildflowers. So I always say, this was Wildflowers Chameleon Flakes. This was what I used on here, because I know myself when I go to look at something and go, here, animal print. Okay, yeah, but how'd you do it?
Right.
I want to know.
What color is this?
Yes.
Exactly. And what didn't work from Mary, including boring calls to action like click the book now button or like this post. It hurts organic reach terribly. Can you go into a little more detail on that, Mary? Because we do want some call to action, so what type of call to action would you suggest? Something else Mary mentions that doesn't work is the promote and boost features. They're not optimized for new clients, only likes. And likes alone don't mean anything. You can optimize ads better for client bookings. Oh, great point. So from Mary, the reason that saying click the book now button or like this post hurts your organic reach is because Facebook terms those phrases as being spam. And so they're going to reduce how often that it shows up on your newsfeed. Another thing that Facebook considers spam is if you use more than 3 hashtags. So keep that in mind if you're posting on Facebook, not to use more than 3 hashtags.
And spam means it's not going to show up as a high priority in somebody's news feed. Instagram, you want to use 5 to 8 hashtags. More than that, and you're going to get lost in the news feed. And another suggestion that was given to me as far as Instagram, when you go and create your caption, if you say you spelled something wrong or you wanted to word it differently, you should actually wait probably, I don't know, I think it was more than an hour to go back and to correct that. If you correct it within the first 5 minutes of posting it, it looks at it as spam and drops it again. Mm-hmm. So you want to stay relevant in somebody's news feed so they see you. Doesn't matter how great your social media is if they're not seeing you.
Exactly. And that's where using your insights or your statistics on Facebook and Instagram will come in handy so that you can view your organic reach and that type of thing.
Okay, Mary says, Norel, thank you. I couldn't remember the exact time frame. She said Norel recommends 24 hours before editing.
Mm-hmm. And her suggestion for a good call to action would be ask a question that your client can answer in the comments. One of my favorites to post occasionally is, what is your favorite nail polish color? Especially if I post nails that are just a one shade color of polish. Sometimes clients just want that clean look of one color and they haven't done any design. So then I will say, what's your favorite shade that you like to do a solid color look? Or what's trending in your salon for fall colors?
Another call to action that I did a couple of weeks ago is I have a client that follows a certain football team. We won't get into naming names, so we don't have any haters out here, but she follows a certain football team and we have to keep, it's a college team, we have to keep her nails in her team colors for the entirety of the football season. So for 3 to 4 months, I have to come up with nail art ideas that fall within these 2 color two colors, So when I posted, I'm like, oh, look, it's my first, okay, we'll say black and gold. It's my first black and gold nails of the year. What are your team colors? And asking for people to comment on there and say, like, what do you like to share? And whether it's your professional team or if it's your college team, team colors can be very important.
Absolutely.
And I have to comment on Nina's comment here. It says, #I, #hate, #seeing, #posts, etc., etc. So I hate seeing posts with nothing but hashtags in the descriptive paragraph.
And if you can see the comments, you'll definitely have to scroll to Nina Dawn's comment so that you can see that. And Mary mentions you can ask the same question more than once, just mix it up a little bit. So for example, asking what your favorite color is for October, and then maybe you ask again what your favorite color is for November. And that gives you a way to gauge, should I be pulling in that new polish collection? Maybe all of your clients are commenting that they love orange for November, and you're looking at your back bar and you're like, oh, I really don't have any orange, but like 20 people just said they love orange. Maybe I should have a shade. And so that also can help you in your salon selection, in addition to being beneficial for salon traffic on the Facebook page.
The color comment's actually really good, and it's interesting you say orange, because orange and brown are my two least favorite colors. And I have to, my favorite color would be purple, secondly red. I'm sure that's very apparent. But sometimes you have to learn to embrace the colors you don't like, because just because you don't like them doesn't mean somebody else doesn't like them either. You've got those clients that only want to wear the warm tones and only want to wear the oranges, and looks great on their skin tone. So embrace those colors in suggesting in doing your nail art. Like, okay, while I don't care for maybe this color in this particular collection as much as, say, this blue or this purple, I'm going to work myself out of this comfort zone and say, here, this is what I created. Here's for all you warm-toned people.
Absolutely. And I find something that's helpful is to wear the colors you wouldn't normally wear. My clients definitely take notice when my nails are not black, green, or blue, because black, green, and blue tend to be my go-to colors for my nails. So when I venture outside of that color category, my nails really jump out for them. And it lets them know what other colors are available to them. And they'll try new colors and try new things. And then the beauty of that is when I ask them to try something different and step out of their box, they know that I practice what I preach, and they're willing to be a little more adventurous because they realize that I'm willing to do the same.
As my clients will always comment if my nails are like really subdued. Do you feel okay?
Right.
Is everything all right? I'm like, no, I just wanted to try something different. Maybe you could try something different too. And here, look, this is what I just got.
Exactly. Morgan says, I am the lady of the nude polish, so I'm not in charge of purchasing.
Mary says, that would be a good content to post too, Holly, when you try something new. Your clients always like to know if you're venturing out and being different. And sometimes you can influence those people. You can be an influencer and say, I stepped out of my box. Here maybe you could too. I love doing that to clients, like, I bet that box you used to live in is really lonely now.
That's awesome. Yes, the tip from Mary is to just keep things professional. Personal tidbits are interesting, they're convincing, they help build a relationship. The personal comments just still need to be professionally based.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about how we matched colors to inappropriate items.
Yes. And her comment is, when in doubt, ask, would I want to know this about my doctor? So if you don't want to know that about your doctor, you shouldn't be posting it about yourself. That's really good advice.
Yes, that's a good one.
I like that a lot. So we have gone over our usual hour because of the technical difficulties and wanted to make sure that we got all of you enough content. And so we want to let you go so that we're not holding you up for such a huge chunk of the day.
And thank you for sticking with us.
Yes, thank you so much for your patience and your tolerance. We'll compare schedules with each other and with Mary and put together a bonus broadcast. And I think what worked really well before was having a person in the iPad. Maybe we'll have Mary in the iPad instead of trying to split screen, because that app seems to not want to cooperate.
No, we apologize. I know that seems a little low tech, but it worked well for us that we could have that interaction and have everybody on the screen at the same time.
Yes, yes. So we will definitely get to doing that. Oh, and it looks like you have a comment on your wildflowers display.
Yeah, I've been to a few classes.
Right. This
And
is the Tips of the Trade studio.
And I hope everything behind us is not too distracting. This is my personal space. This is where I come to when I need to get away from the rest of it, or when there is sports going. Hockey season is about to start, so I will be spending a lot more time down here. This is my visual, this is my space.
Yes.
So
it's where your nail eyes get fed.
yes.
Next month, we're going to be covering expressions of your fandom.
Yes. So Beth from Nails Magazine told us that their most visited time for their nail art on their website the entire year is October, looking for nail art. So we decided we're going to not only talk about some holiday nail art, but we wanted to give it a little bit different of a twist in how you express your fandom. Like me personally, Supernatural. I love doing Supernatural. I actually have a Supernatural stamping plate, which we will talk about next month. But I have other nerdy stamping plates. That's how I like to express things. So we're going to want to hear how you express your fandoms, whether it be, books, movies, TV, whatever it is, and how you express it in your nail art. And maybe give some other people some ideas. And then also how we're going to do maybe Halloween or just that different maybe a little bit different of a look for.
And ball teams. Teams are a huge source of fandom for a lot of people. And we'll give you some tips and tricks on different ways that you can express your fandom, as well as look for ideas from
That's
you guys.
right. We're Harry Potter.
Yep. Mary is a huge Harry Potter fan. So we bet she will pop in with some fandom ideas for Harry Potter.
Yes. Harry Potter's an easy one to do.
Oh, it's crazy.
So many great things.
And if you have things that you have questions about, or if you have a fandom you would like us to mention, definitely drop that to holly@nailsmag.com so that we can incorporate that in.
Absolutely.
And just a reminder for those of you that follow the blog under FingerNailFixer on the Nails Magazine page, today is Monday. It's the start of our 30-day yoga challenge. If yoga is not your thing, you can pick any type of 30-day challenge for workouts that you want. BFFmel is going to bail on us, so it's just me.
That includes the E word. I don't do the E word.
I know. So if you are looking to try a workout program and get started with being a little more healthy, then let's get started on that today. I'm actually going to do my yoga as we finish the broadcast. And then we can all hop onto the FingerNailFixer Facebook page, and I'd love to hear your comments, what program you're going to try for the 30 days so that we can all support each other through being healthy. And can you think of anything else we needed to let them know about? Make sure you filled out your email survey from Nails Magazine about the Foot Forward Summit, because they're looking to all the information you provide to make next year's even better.
Yes. No, I think we just about covered it. Like I said, thank you again for sticking with us. This has been an interesting morning.
Your challenge of the day is totally out of the way.
Yes. Yeah, our day should all be just smooth sailing for the rest of today now.
Exactly. So we'll see you here again, same time, same place in October.
Yes.
Nail on.